It's better to try and fail
Science!
than not to try at all.
It broke the form!
Better to be with ones we love than to be alone. It's best to do both together. After months spent, like everyone, in lockdown and isolation, the easing of travel restrictions left us yearning to stretch our wings and get away. Get away from work, from school, from the same four walls that had been our constant companions recently.
A perfect sunset. That's what we needed. But could we find one in just 2 nights? We searched on Google Maps and Park for Night for some likely locations. We wanted somewhere near the water, somewhere open and away from Easter holiday crowds. Our search led us to Nowy Duninów.
It's a small town on the Wisła River, and Park for Night showed us there was a place to stay with some recent-ish pictures. This is what we found.
It was easy to get to and very peaceful. There's plenty of litter bins and even a public toilet. A local boathouse has its clubhouse here, so we were careful to stay well away from the slipway and club entrance, just in case.
And just in time, then what happened? You fell down again? Are you okay?
Maybe.
Should I help you or film you?
I have.
Both. Oh, Booth can help as well.
We all took advantage of the open space to stretch our legs, have a run and just feel free for a bit. Some of us even enjoyed a paddle, but only those of us with furry feet.
Despite only having 2 nights for our mini adventure, we were determined to make the most of it, and an overnight search showed a small castle a couple of hours away. So after a good night's sleep and a hearty breakfast, we set off again.
Oporów Castle isn't really a castle as such, more of a grand country house. Still, very pretty though.
It stands by a beautiful wood, and it even has a little moat surrounding it. Perfect place for a summer picnic, if not for one thing.
Dracula, and I'm not sure, cult or something?
It was genuinely creepy. We've never heard so many crows in one place before, and it gave this beautiful place a really sinister air.
Are you well? Are you sure you're well? I'm not so sure you're well.
We still enjoyed having a walk around, but were glad when we got back to the gate without running into a handsome caped gentleman.
To get to the next stop, it was a good couple of hours drive on some of the worst roads we've taken our van on. Joe was particularly happy to arrive.
In 500 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
The road to this place just kind of stops and goes onto a very kind of sandy earth. It was fine for us, but might be a bit of a struggle after some rain, so if you are going to come here, then do check the weather first.
It's actually a proper campsite during the summer, but it closes off-season and is open to the public. We were a little unsure when we got to this area until we saw some locals just opening it and coming and going freely.
A quick scout around for a good spot saw us parked within metres of the shore of the lake.
And there it was, under tall pine trees surrounded by the sound of splashing water. We got our well-deserved sunset. Perfect sunset in a perfect place.
What's that then?
Hot dog.
That is not a hot dog.
No, it is.
It looks like
A hot dog.
Seeing that we had another hot dog, we decided to go for another wander about by the lake with Booth, going further into and eventually out of the campsite into the forest that surrounds the lake.
We arrived back at the van to find there'd been a bit of an invasion, but of a really awesome kind.
This was obviously a hotspot for the local windsurfing and kitesurfing community. Ruth was super excited to see so many new people, and they were all really friendly.
It was amazing seeing how high and how much air some of these guys were getting, as well as the sheer speed that they were travelling over the wall track. I'm guessing they must have some pretty serious strength here, but let us know in the comments, is this something you've ever tried, or would you ever want to try it?
And just like that, our time was up. Time to pack up and head back home to get ready for our next adventure. With the Polish long May weekend approaching, where will Brunhilde take us next?
Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate every single comment you guys leave us, so be sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Please don't forget to give us a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future adventures. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.